Our campaign, BYP's campaign, Campaign Home, or Housing Over Monitoring and Evictions, is a campaign to end New York City Housing Authority's policy of permanent exclusion, which applies to the over 600,000 New Yorkers who live in public housing, like the Grant and Manhattanville houses. Under this policy, NYCHA can permanently ban residents who have been arrested regardless of whether they've been convicted of any charges. And this means that they're not allowed to enter NYCHA property without putting their families at risk for eviction. Children as young as 16 can be permanently excluded from NYCHA. And because the policy is so vague and arbitrarily applied, it means that people arrested for minor infractions such as fare beating and marijuana possession are at risk for facing permanent exclusion. Even people who have been convicted of crimes, who have been quote unquote paid their debt to society, are permanently banned from NYCHA housing upon their release. Permanent exclusion serves to displace people from their communities, but NYCHA would have you believe that it's there to enforce community safety standards. It argues that ripping, quote unquote, dangerous individuals from their families and affordable housing is a much better alternative to breaking lease agreements with heads of households. This is not about safety. This is about pushing as many Black and Latinx folks out of the prime real estate that New York City developers are so desperate to get their hands on. To me, the constant policing and surveillance that takes place for the purposes of gentrifying these predominantly and historically Black communities is not much different from Israeli policies that use incarceration and collective punishment to push Palestinians out of their homes to create Israeli settlements. And it's no secret that NYPD and the IDF frequently engage with one another to exchange tactics and technology for their respective projects.